And this is Ace is fucking clever, dude. With no reason not to, Junpei had followed Ace to the wheelhouse. When they reached the wheelhouse, Ace slipped his hand into Junpei's vest. He pulled out a piece of paper, the piece of paper Junpei had used to cheat during the vote. But it wasn't the piece of paper that Ace was after. His true purpose had been to slip the pocket watch into Junpei's pocket. It wasn't a very good plan. It had far too many flaws, and the wrong word of discovery could easily have toppled it. What had made Ace so desperate? That was the only thing Junpei hadn't been able to figure out. Masashiro's murder is the only one I don't understand. Wait, no, what are you doing, kid? That's Junpei's word. Masashiro's murder is the only one I don't understand. You obviously did it, but why? Because of this. Slowly, Ace reached down and pulled something out of his pocket. It was a folded piece of paper. Junpei took it and opened it. This is what it said. Number 1. There are 2 ways you might survive this ordeal. The first is to win the notary game. The second is for you to confess your sins of 9 years past. Prepare the camera in the captain's quarters. The images captured by the camera will be streamed to a satellite and distributed across the world. Simply look into the camera and repent. Once you have confessed everything, I will release you from the ship. To make a confession more credible, I have left you a witness in the captain's quarters. Perhaps he will confess with you. The decision is yours. Do as you please. 0. Damn! Caught in the act, the whole world knows now.
No.
When I awoke in that room in the D-deck, I found that in my pocket. That is why I chose door 1 when I voted. If I went through that door, I knew I could get to the captain's quarter. As you said, I knew how to enter the wheelhouse. My plan was to find the pocket watch before anybody else. If I could, then my alibi would be set. At least that was the plan. Unfortunately for me, you got to it first. The sleight of hand was the best I could manage on such short notice. If you meant to kill him from the beginning... Oh, you meant to kill him from the beginning then. Masashiro then. I only knew Masashiro was the witness after I reached the captain's quarters. I asked him and he answered. He seemed groggy, perhaps he had only just awoken from sedation. I suppose Nagisaki was much the same state. He seemed confused and disoriented when I encountered him. But yes, you are correct. I intended to kill him from the beginning, even though I didn't know who he was. I proceeded to the captain's quarters in order to remove his so-called witness. Ace had confessed everything. What energy he had left in him what energy he had left him with the truth. What? And he sagged on his knees. Although he had confessed, his sins were not forgiven. Junpei felt revulsion for the pathetic man on the floor near his feet. But among the revulsion was a hint of pity. After all, Ace had not been the only person who murdered those three men. Junpei spoke quietly. Ace, you figured it out, haven't you? You were being manipulated. Yes, so it would seem. I was a little more than puppet, in many ways. Everywhere I went, everything was already prepared. The REDs in the large hospital room were dismantled. Nagisaki was dressed like Snake. There was an axe in the captain's quarters. Masashiro was delirious from the anesthetic, so he couldn't fight back. Nagisaki as well. In retrospect, I can't understand how I could have fallen into such a simple trap. I'm quite ashamed of myself, but yes, this was a trap. It was Zero's trap and I fell for it. Hook, line, and sinker. I did everything he wanted me to do. Yeah. By manipulating Ace, Zero was able to kill 3 people and keep the blood off his own hands. All of this was revenge for what happened 9 years ago. That's why this notary game happened. Am I right, Santa? Junpei looked over at Santa. As Junpei spoke, he stood up, his legs shaking. Huh? What the hell are you talking about? I don't know any. 7?
Oh, sorry about that.
It's alright.
Ain't no point trying to play dumb anymore, Santa. I thought that said Santa. Actually, I guess I should call you... How do you pronounce A-O-I?
Aoi?
Yeah, Aoi Kurashiki, huh?
Seven's face was sad as he spoke.
My memory came back, kid. You're Aoi Kurashiki, no doubt about it. Never thought I'd be back in this room talking to you. But hey, I guess this was all part of your plan, right? After all, the person who planned the nunnery game this time around was Zero. And Zero's you.
Looks like you really... oh, wait, what's his name? Looks like you really do have your memories back, huh? Santa's smile was sarcastic and something else. Well, I guess there's no point in hiding it then, huh? Yeah, you got me. I'm Aoi Kurashiki. I was one of the kids in the nunnery games 9 years ago. I made it out, so did Snake over there. But there's one thing. No, I guess there are two things you got wrong. Number one, I ain't Zero.
Oh boy.
Oh shit.
What?
Wait, what? Sure, I was helping Zero out, but I'm really more of an assistant.
Oh, I knew it.
Like a secretary. But an assistant's only an assistant. I didn't come up with all this. All I did was follow Zero's orders. Then, if you're not Zero, who is? Calm down, Junpei. Didn't I say two things? You made one more mistake. Junpei, you just said. All of this was revenge for what happened 9 years ago. That's why this nunnery game had happened. But that's not it. Revenge isn't the only purpose. There's another reason you guys were playing the nunnery games. To save someone. Save someone? Right. You were brought here to help my sister. To save Akane.
Well, what the hell are you talking about? Akane Kurashiki died 9 years ago in this room. I was there, I saw...
Suddenly Seven froze. His eyes went as wide as dinner plates. And he spun around toward June. Junpei followed his gaze. She was gone. Where June had been, where June had been, there was nothing.
What the hell? Where is she? Where's Akane Kurashiki?
Seven began to mumble to himself, a strange series of words strung together as if his mind wasn't functioning properly. Kinda like me right now. His face was twisted with effort, as though he were struggling with something they couldn't see. Kinda like me right now. He gritted his teeth and pressed his hands against the sides of his head.
My head! My head! It feels like it's gonna pop!
He groaned and fell to his knees. I'm sorry, it's just funny.
Seven? What the hell is going on? I don't know. I don't know, I swear to God, my head feels like it's about to explode.
From somewhere far away, they had all heard a deep, heavy noise. It sounded like a tremendous wheel slowly beginning to turn. Santa seemed to have entered an almost trance-like state. His words were calm and measured. What was the nunnery project? I'm sure you know already, but I'll tell you one more time. It was a project designed to test a particular phenomenon. And what was that phenomenon? For two organisms to communicate with one another in the absence of physical contact. The morphogenetic field theory. Could human beings use these invisible fields to exchange information? That was what this experiment was conducted to determine. There were two separate locations. One was gigantic and the other was a building in Nevada called Building Q. Building Q had been built to replicate exactly the interior of the gigantic. The 9 children trapped in Building Q were faced with numerous puzzles, copies of identical ones on the gigantic. They were told to send their answers to the morphic field set and transmit them to their brothers and sisters on the gigantic. The transmitters were put in Building Q and the receivers were put on the gigantic. Each sibling pair was supposed to be split up, but there was a mistake. Akane was a transmitter. She should have been in Building Q. However, for some reason she was placed on the gigantic with the receivers like me. Perhaps she was mistaken for someone who was supposed to be in Group A. Whatever the case, Akane ended up on the gigantic. I think I've told you enough. You get it, don't you? I'm pretty sure you know where this is going, Junpei. Where? What is going? Don't play dumb. You know things you shouldn't, things you couldn't. How did you know Ace had prosopagnosia? How did you know why? I mean, how did you know why Ace? Wait, how did you know why Ace wanted to kill Kubota and how Nijisake was killed? Nijisaki, whatever. Were you surprised when you found out Ace was Hongul? And what about the coffin Snake was trapped in? How the hell did you open it? Well, that's... the answer to that's easy. He knew because I knew. The fuck? Jupiter was receiving information that I sent him through the morphic field set. It's simple, really. How do I know the alternate? Do you want to do this? Yeah, you do this voice, bro. It's a female voice.
Oh, okay. How do I know the alternate futures then? Imagine a river that splits in two like an upside down Y. The river flows from the top to the bottom from a single stream into two branches. It only flows in one direction, can never flow backward. Information is the same way. It moves from the past to the future, but never flows backward. That's why the people at the river's source in the past will never know about those downstream in the future. But the people downstream will never know about one another either. Information only flows along the path of the river. But I'm different. I can manipulate the morphic field set to pluck knowledge from the future. I know what happens on either fork of the river, even though the people on either fork know nothing about one another. Now, who am I? I am I, the ninth letter of the alphabet. But I am also zero. No, that's not true. I'm not really zero, not yet. Perhaps you could say I am less than zero? Zero is my future. In 9 years I will be zero. What?
Okay, here we go. Where did she go? June, no, Akane, where did you go? Santa! Wise Clover. Oh shit! Freeze. Santa's got the gun. Oh shit. Guess he picked it up when we weren't watching. Looks like he's turned the tables on Ace though. I wonder how he likes having the gun to his head. Get up. Holy shit. Sure is about to take that gun off him in a minute, is he? Ace isn't putting up any kind of fight. I mean, I don't think I would either, but he just looks drained. I guess he's going for the door, huh? He doesn't need to verify to go through the door, but... What's your plan, Santa? What are you doing? He can't get... Wait a second. Oh, that's you talking! Fuck!
Hey!
Yeah!
He can't get through any numbered doors with just two people. What the hell is he thinking?
Or is that... Wait, is that really me talking? Actually, it's both of us talking. Huh. Didn't I tell you? I'm Santa Claus. It's time for me to go make a wish come true. You want to just read these at the same time?
Yeah, sure. That's it? That's all it gives? What the hell does that mean? Shit, they're out. Oh boy. That gate's shut. The rest of us are stuck in here. They're all looking at me. At least Seven's happy. He seems to be alright. Well, I guess there's no more return. Let's get this stuff up.
Damn. Well, it looks like this door isn't opening anytime soon.
You mean we're trapped? So it would seem.
Lol.
What the hell is Santa trying to do?
Oh my gosh!
Oh my gosh, what? Have you considered where we are? there can really be only one thing Santa would do. Now. No. No, you can't be serious. Oh, but he is. Shit. Something. Maybe you can still get out through door 9. Right. Yeah, alright. I mean, I don't know who is supposed to be talking right now.